My name is Sharice Bruce, and I will be taking a look at Johnson C. Smith's Coordinator of Housing Services and Business Operations. His name is Terry McPherson, and he will be able to share his knowledge and experiences about the west side of Charlotte. Okay, so what is life like on the west side?
I think life on the West Side is typical. It's typical of how it is just living in Charlotte. I don't think it's that much difference from the West Side to the East Side to the South Side. I think the West Side, you have people who are family oriented, and you have some single families. So it's no different from any other side. I think the people get along, the students grow up, some of them go to school right within that community, and some are bused into other communities. So, the West Side is typical of any neighborhood. At one point it was predominantly black, but it's slowly changing.
Mm-hmm. And can you tell us how long you lived in Charlotte and where you're originally from?
Yeah, of course. Now I've probably been in Charlotte 31 years now. I grew up in Berkeley, California, which is on the West Coast in the Bay Area, and I moved here my last year of high school. We had started high school, and my mom decided she wanted to relocate back to the South where she grew up and where her sisters and most of her family was. So at the time I was finishing high school, so I decided I was going to come back with her. I could have stayed and went to high school and finished high schools because my brothers and sisters were older and they were going to stay in California. So I could have stayed there with them, but I decided to come on back and try something new. And so I came back and finished high school here in Charlotte, and then from there went to college as well here at Johnson C. Smith.
Okay, and can you explain how the West Side is treated differently with the government and the income at a certain level, and being that, the West Side is different from other sides and other parts of Charlotte?
The biggest thing that really sticks out to me is the income level, probably, because the income level here in Charlotte is anywhere between, on the West Side, is anywhere probably between 10,000 and maybe 35,000. That would be probably the average income level. Whereas on the South Side, it's probably much higher, anywhere from 25,000 up to 60, 70,000 would be the average. And so what you find with that is you will find more businesses who are readily interested in putting their businesses on the South Side or somewhere else because they feel that the income level here is not as high, and their businesses aren't going to be patronized and so forth. So it's a little unequal when it comes to businesses.
So this was just a sample of what life is like on the west side of Charlotte. I hope that it has influenced you to maybe want to tell a story about your hometown or where you have been for a long time. But it's not about where you are from, it's where you're going. So I hope you enjoyed it.